You ever walk past someone and instantly turn your head, not because of how they look, but because of how they smell? That could be you. Because here's the truth. The right perfume doesn't just smell good. It makes people remember you. But most women over 50 are still using scents that either fade too quickly or worse, make them smell like everyone else. In a world where you're finally embracing who you are, why should your scent say averages? In this video, we're revealing 10 powerful perfumes worn by elegant, radiant women over 50. Scents that leave a trail men instantly notice without a word spoken. These fragrances aren't trendy or flashy. They are refined, unforgettable, and timeless, just like the women who wear them. Whether you're dating again, rekindling romance, or simply honoring your femininity, this list will help you find a scent that matches your inner grace. From warm florals to sensual musks, from legacy scents to modern classics, each perfume on this list is backed by chemistry, psychology, and the stories of women just like you. Let's begin with the one fragrance that's been called the scent of a woman who knows who she is. They say scent is the last sense to fade. But for many of us, it's the one that brings us back to life. A certain fragrance can stop you in your tracks, reminding you of a moment, a place, a person. And after 50, scent isn't just a luxury. It becomes personal, intentional, almost sacred. You see, our sense of smell is wired directly to the part of the brain that controls memory and emotion. That's why a single whiff of gardenia or amber can bring back a summer night from 30 years ago. And that's also why even now the right perfume can turn heads. Not because of its strength, but because of its story. Your story. As we age, our skin changes, and so does the way perfume interacts with it. Softer notes last longer. Bolder scents mellow beautifully. What may have smelled sharp in our 20s now softens into something richer, more elegant, more you. That's the hidden gift of aging. Your scent doesn't just sit on your skin. It becomes part of you. When a woman over 50 walks into a room wearing the right perfume, it's not about seduction. It's about presence. She's no longer trying to impress. She's expressing. She wears scent like a second skin, not to seek approval, but to honor her identity. And yes, men do notice. Not because it's loud, but because it's memorable. And that difference is everything. Now that you know why scent matters even more after 50, let's explore the perfumes that capture that elegant magic. And we begin with one of the most iconic fragrances in the world. It's more than a perfume, it's a legacy. Chanel No Doubt. 5 is not just the most iconic fragrance in history. It's the scent of elegance, independence, and mystery. Created in 1921 by Coco Chanel, it was the first fragrance designed for a modern woman who owned her presence. What makes Chanel No Doubt tight? 5 timeless, especially for women over 50, is its rich blend of florals and warm aldehyde. It opens with bright notes of neroli and ylang-ylang, then softens into rose, jasmine, and a deep, powdery base of sandalwood and vanilla. On mature skin, this scent blooms. And that whisper says, this is a woman who knows who she is. It's not youthful. It's ageless. And that's why it works. Chanel No Doubt. 5 isn't for everyone, but for the woman who chooses it, it becomes part of her story. Now, let's move to a fragrance that's just as sensual, but with a touch of mystery and spice. This one. It's like wrapping yourself in velvet. Guerlain Shalimar is not just a perfume. It's a love story in a bottle. Inspired by the legendary romance of Emperor Shah Jahan and Mumtaz Mahal, the muse for the Taj Mahal, this fragrance was designed to evoke passion, loyalty, and quiet power. It was one of the first Oriental perfumes ever created, and to this day, it remains a favorite of women who don't just want to be noticed, they want to be remembered. Shalimar is a rich, warm blend of smoky incense, vanilla, iris, and tonka bean. But here's the magic. It never feels overpowering. On mature skin, it deepens beautifully. The base notes linger for hours, creating a soft, sensual aura. One spritz in the morning, and it stays with you through the evening, evolving like the layers of a good conversation. Men notice Shalimar, not because it's loud, but because it's unlike anything else. It smells like mystery, depth, confidence. It's the scent of a woman who has loved, who knows herself, and who doesn't rush to impress because she doesn't need to. And that, in itself, is unforgettable. Guerlain Shalimar isn't for every moment, but when you want to wrap yourself in warmth and quiet power, it never misses. Next, we'll explore a perfume that's a little more floral, a little more hopeful, and deeply romantic in its own right. Imagine walking through the gates of a secret garden at dawn, the air heavy with dew and the promise of new beginnings. That is Estée Lauder Beautiful, the fragrance of 1,000 flowers, crafted to celebrate love in all its seasons. Beautiful opens with rose, lily, and tuberose, florals that feel freshly cut, never fussy. Beneath that garden heart lies warm sandalwood and vetiver, grounding the bouquet with quiet strength. On mature skin, those woody base notes glow like amber at sunset, letting the florals linger without turning sweet. It's a fragrance that stays balanced, just like you have learned to do over the years. Women who wear beautiful often say it makes them feel embraced, as if every spritz is a gentle reminder of life's tender moments. And men, they notice its sincerity. It's inviting without being provocative, a scent that whispers, "I cherish today, and I honor the journey that brought me here." This quiet confidence is magnetic because authenticity is irresistible. Estée Lauder Beautiful is more than romantic nostalgia. It's a living bouquet that walks beside you, turning ordinary days into small celebrations. Ready for something a touch more modern yet just as elegant? Our next fragrance captures golden light in a bottle, and it's beloved by women who sparkle without trying. If Chanel No. 5 is the essence of mystery, then Dior J'adore is the celebration of light. Launched in 1999, J'adore was made for the modern woman. Feminine, but never fragile. It's a scent that says, "I love who I've become." J'adore opens with a burst of ylang ylang, giving it a lush, almost solar brightness. As it settles, jasmine sambac and damask rose unfold like silk, soft, luminous, and unmistakably elegant. On mature skin, this fragrance wears like satin. It glows rather than clings. The floral notes soften, giving way to a quiet golden warmth that lingers throughout the day. Men notice J'adore not because it demands attention, but because it creates an aura. It's a scent that doesn't try too hard. Much like the woman who wears it, she's polished, thoughtful, and light-filled. J'adore doesn't flirt. It glows. And that glow is what makes it unforgettable. Dior J'adore is perfect for women who love elegance with a touch of joy. It's modern, it's golden, and it captures the beauty of being exactly who you are right now. Coming up next, let's move to a fragrance that leans into romance and tenderness with notes of apricot, rose, and amber. Trésor means treasure, and that's exactly what this perfume represents. Created in 1990 by Lancôme, Trésor is a tribute to lasting love, cherished memories, and the kind of romance that doesn't fade with time. It deepens. Trésor opens with the juicy sweetness of apricot and peach, layered with romantic rose and heliotrope, then finishes with the warmth of vanilla and amber. On mature skin, this fragrance becomes even more radiant. Its creamy base notes soften while its floral heart remains ever so gentle. It's not flashy. It's not trendy. It's warm, womanly, and grounded in grace. There's something in Trésor that draws people closer. It smells familiar, but never ordinary. Men describe it as comforting, intimate, and hard to forget. That's because it's layered. Like the women who wear it, it tells a story not of youth, but of depth, kindness, and a heart still open to connection. Trésor is perfect for the woman who believes that every stage of life holds new beauty. Now, let's explore a scent that embodies modern freshness with timeless elegance. A clean, luminous fragrance that speaks softly, but leaves a lasting impression. Your scent is the one thing you wear that no one else can see, but they feel it. They remember it. A signature scent isn't just about smell. It's about presence. It's about the quiet confidence that lingers after you've left the room. As women, our perfume stories often evolve. What once felt daring now feels loud. What once smelled sweet now feels cloying. After 50, many of us stop chasing trends. We start choosing fragrances that reflect who we truly are. Warm, wise, grounded, still very much alive. That's the power of a signature scent. It's not a costume. It's your fingerprint in the air. If you've never chosen a signature scent, now may be the perfect time. Not to impress, but to express. Coming up next, we'll explore a fragrance that captures this very idea. Elegant, understated, unforgettable. The kind of scent that doesn't overpower. It whispers your name long after you've gone. Peony and Blush, Suede by Jo Malone is light, floral, and effortlessly modern. It's the kind of scent that makes people lean in, not because it's loud, but because it's inviting. This fragrance opens with the crisp freshness of red apple, quickly softening into a lush heart of peony petals, romantic, delicate, and uplifting. And then comes the twist, Blush Suede, adding a smooth, powdery warmth that makes the scent feel grounded and graceful. On mature skin, this fragrance feels clean but luxurious. A subtle aura that enhances your presence rather than competing with it. There's something undeniably romantic about Peony and Blush Suede. It's not sultry, it's tender. Not overpowering. It's memorable, and that's why men notice it. It smells like fresh beginnings, quiet strength, and a woman who knows how to carry herself. If you're drawn to softness with sophistication, Peony and Blush Suede might be your signature. Now, let's take a bolder turn into something earthy, spicy, and unapologetically confident. Some fragrances whisper. Others command quiet attention. Tom Ford's White Patchouli is unapologetically bold. It's for the woman who has shed the need to please and now walks with her own rhythm, her own truth. White Patchouli blends peony, jasmine, and rose absolute. But don't be fooled by the florals. It's the earthy patchouli, rich wood, and subtle incense that anchor this scent, giving it a sophisticated bohemian edge. On mature skin, it's especially magnetic. The warmth of your body draws out the complexity, making every note richer, smoother, more sensual. White patchouli doesn't just get noticed, it gets remembered. It's not sweet. It's smart. It's not youthful. It's ageless. And it speaks of a woman who has lived, loved, and no longer needs permission to stand out. If you're drawn to bold, elegant contradictions, earth and flower, fire and stillness, white patchouli may be your scent soulmate. Next, we'll cool things down with something light, clean, and effortlessly feminine. A scent perfect for warm days and soft moments. There are days when you don't want intensity. You want clarity, softness, stillness. Bulgari Omnia Crystalline is exactly that, clean, luminous, and effortlessly graceful. It's the scent of a woman who no longer needs to perform. She simply is. Omnia Crystalline opens with delicate bamboo and nashi pear, giving it a crisp, refreshing top note. Then comes lotus flower tea and soft musk, settling into a sheer base that feels peaceful on mature skin. It doesn't sit heavily. It floats. It brings a sense of lightness, like a breath of fresh air on warm skin. It's perfect for daytime summer months or those moments when you want to feel clear and composed. Men notice Omnia crystalline for what it isn't. It's not spicy. It's not floral. It's not trying to seduce. It's fresh, calm, intimate, and that simplicity makes it elegant beyond words. Sometimes the softest presence leaves the deepest impression. If you've grown into a woman who values peace over noise, simplicity over show, Omnia Crystalline is your quiet signature. Up next, let's step into a fragrance that brings rich spice, evening warmth, and dramatic flair. Some fragrances don't whisper. They enter the room before you do. Yves Saint Laurent's Opium is unapologetically bold, famously sensual, and designed for women who have nothing to prove. Opium is a masterpiece of spice and warmth. It opens with coriander, cloves, and mandarin orange, leading into a heart of myrrh, jasmine, and carnation. The dry down is pure indulgence, amber, opopanax, and deep incense. On mature skin, these notes melt into something smoky and exotic, never overpowering, just commanding. It's a scent for evening wear, special occasions, or any moment when you choose to feel unstoppable. Opium doesn't chase attention. It attracts it. Men often can't describe what pulls them in. It's the spice, the warmth, the hint of danger. It smells like passion, but also control, like someone who's lived through fire and come out glowing. Isle Opium is not for the faint of heart. But if you're bold, romantic, and a little bit dangerous, it might be exactly right. Now, let's wind down with something graceful, creamy, and deeply comforting. A scent that wraps around you like a warm hug. Some perfumes don't declare themselves. They stay close to the skin and yet linger in the mind. Narciso Rodriguez for her is a fragrance that whispers instead of shouts. Subtle, sensual, and entirely unforgettable. This fragrance is built around one stunning note. Musk, but reimagined as soft, skin-like, and enveloping. It opens with delicate rose and peach, then settles into a creamy heart of amber and soft woods. On mature skin, it becomes deeply personal, warm, elegant, and intimate. The kind of scent that blends into you until it feels like it was always yours. Men often can't place it, but they notice. It's clean, soft, and magnetic. Not provocative, but inviting. And that's what makes it powerful. It's not meant for the whole room. It's meant for those lucky enough to be close. Narciso Rodriguez for her is perfect for the elegant woman who doesn't need to be seen to be felt. And now, let's reflect on what all these fragrances really mean, and why scent is one of the most intimate ways to honor who we've become. The perfect perfume isn't about trends, ads, or what you wore in your 20s. It's about who you are now. As we grow older, our tastes and even our body chemistry evolve. What once felt exciting might now feel overwhelming, and that's okay. Elegance comes from choosing with intention. Ask yourself, do I want to feel energized or calm? Am I drawn to floral softness, warm spice, or clean simplicity? Is this a scent I wear for the world or just for me? Don't rush. Let the perfume sit on your skin. Let it breathe with you. A scent that works will feel like a natural extension of your spirit. Choosing a fragrance at this stage of life is not about recapturing youth. It's about honoring the wisdom, softness, strength, and sensuality that you've grown into. The right perfume doesn't just smell good. It tells the truth about you. And that truth, it's more beautiful than ever. The most elegant women don't need to say much. Their presence is felt long after they've left the room. That's the power of fragrance. It's invisible, yet unforgettable, just like you. Every scent we've explored today is more than a perfume. It's a reflection of you in this season of life. Elegant, warm, bold, soft, radiant. Choose what speaks to your story. Because the true secret, it's not what fragrance you wear, it's how you carry it, and how you carry yourself. Which scent speaks to you now? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more reflections on beauty, aging, and timeless elegance. Until next time, stay unforgettable.